like an idiot, I tossed you a bone. I had the answer written down at the bottom of the page. Disc wins the race. Why? Why does the disc win the race? Because with beta equaling a half, we have a third of the energy locked in rotation. But when beta equals 1, 1 over 1 plus 1 is a half of the energy is locked in rotation. There's more energy in rotation than there is in translation for the annulus. It's harder to get the annulus spinning. It'll lag behind the disc. Disc wins. The answer was right in front of you. Sometimes teachers make mistakes. Well, teachers make mistakes a lot. What the difference is we'll fess up to them and fix them. If I make a mistake or I don't understand something, I will spend hours trying to get to the bottom of it. I had a student who figured out a way to do derivatives in calculus, but he didn't do them the way the book did them. His teacher failed him on the assignment, but his answers were all correct. She said, "You're not using the right method." God, I hate that, because there's only one answer in math or physics, but there are a lot of ways to get there. And this clever kid, who, like me, was ADHD, I'm also dyslexic. He had some other issues. Learning disabilities, they just make you think of new ways to deal with the world around you. They're not encumbrances. To me, they're motivators. It's like, can I overcome this and get around it? Same way as that guy that, he's a world-class archer, but he has no arms. He launches the arrow with his feet. Why? Because he wanted to be the best in the world at it. So that's what he did. He said, "I don't have any arms." "Don't let that stop me." So I think that people like that are amazing. I just want to emulate them in a small way. So I studied my friend's young student's work for 3 days until I figured out what he was doing. He'd figured out a new way to express the same idea that the book was expressing. But the teacher wasn't going to spend 3 days figuring it out. It was easy to put an F on his paper. I praised him. Unfortunately, there's some battles you can't win, and that's one of them. School teachers aren't going to reverse their decision for you 99% of the time. But my error was I had the answer at the bottom, so all you had to do was peek. Maybe you thought about it. The larger beta is, the more energy that gets locked into rotation, the slower an object will translate down an inclined plane. That's the bottom line.